everyone, and welcome to our Thursday Be Well Live. My name is Kim. I'm the fitness coordinator for St. Kate York, and today we are going to make a watermelon cake. So it's not your traditional cake. It doesn't involve eggs or flour or anything like that. Actually, it's a really cool thing you can do if you're going to a barbecue this summer when we're allowed to get together with people, if you're having like a family get together, or even if you just want a really cool treat to go on your dinner table for dessert. This is really cool and really neat to make. All you need is a watermelon and a whole bunch of other fresh fruit. If you can't do the fresh fruit, I do realize that fruit is really expensive right now, especially as it's starting to come into the stores. You can use frozen fruit as well. I wouldn't use the canned variety. Watermelons are coming into season, so their prices are dropping in the stores, which is really exciting, and I know some of the fresh fruit, the prices will drop soon, as well as our Ontario growers are out there busy planting and also picking all those great fruits. All right, so what you need is a watermelon. I've already chopped mine up to save some time, but you're gonna take a watermelon, a full watermelon. Don't get like the quarter slices or the wedges. You want a full watermelon because you will end up using all of it. And if you don't, with all the cutouts, then you just get a tasty treat right then and there. So with your watermelon, you want to cut it in circular discs. The thickness depends on you. Also, the size of the watermelon depends on what you want to do with it as well. And the next thing you want to do is you want to cut out the pink part away from the rind. You don't need that rind. It's not good to eat, trust me. And what you're going to do is, this has been cut away from the rind. As you can see, it's a big hunk. It's a little bit of a light pink because it wasn't really ready yet when it was picked. So it's a little rind circle there. So I've done that. And next thing you want to do is you kind of want to even out the top. We all cut a little bit crooked. So I've done the best to even out and make that as flat as possible. I'm going to take, these are just round cookie cutters. They're really cool. They come in a big set, all different circles. You can use, if you had a big enough watermelon, you can use a cake pan and you can cut around that. And you can do it by size as well if you want to. And you don't have to stick to circle. You can do squares, you can do rectangulars, just like any cake that you would bake in an oven. So we're going to take that cookie cutter and we're just going to place it on the watermelon and we're going to cut down. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom. So now it's a nice circle. And there you go. Now you got a treat because you got the rest of that to eat. I'm just going to put that off to the side. All right, and you're going to remove that circle and now it's perfectly round. So we got a little cake there, and I've taken another piece. Did a really bad job of evening at the top, but that's just me standing over it in the sight line. And I'm going to take a different size circle now, and same thing. I'm going to press it down through the watermelon. And once again, these are just cookie cutters, so you don't have to go fancy. And I have to cut around. There's some more watermelon to eat. I think I'm eating an entire watermelon today. The joys of baking. All right, so now you have your two pieces. If you don't want them sliding, you can just take a toothpick. Just remember that toothpick's in there if you're sharing this with someone else so they don't get jabbed in the teeth. And then you're just gonna drop, just like you're building a cake. So now that we have the two layers, you can do as many layers as you want. I'm only gonna do two. We now get to decorate it, and this is the fun part. So this is where you get to take all kinds of different fruits. I have blueberries and raspberries. I have strawberries and kiwis. Trying to stay away from the red fruits because the watermelon's red, but it does give it a little bit of contrast if you use different colors. Now, if you really want a treat, sometimes it helps the fruit stick. This is just coconut whipped topping, so it's dairy-free and gluten-free. You can just put a little bit there, and then you start decorating your cake, and that's going to help the blueberries stick. And you can go all the way around. You want to make sure you did drop that centered on it. There you go. So there's some blueberries. If you want to use dark chocolate, you can do that too. Just melt it down and pour it a little bit there, and it's also going to help the fruit stick once it hardens. All right, so there's some blueberries. What I'm going to do is on the top, I'm going to make some kiwi. And just make sure that you're washing all your fruits as well. So there's the top of the kiwi. We can add in some strawberries, and all you have to do is just decorate it around. So I've sliced up some strawberries. That can go on the top as well. Once again, if you're really having trouble sticking, you don't want to use the chocolate or the whipped cream, you can use pieces of toothpicks. Just once again, remember that they're in there, just so you're not swallowing those whole, because those will get stuck in your throat. Okay, and then all you do is, like a great master baker, oops, stay there. You're gonna lift that up, you're gonna plate it, and then you can always do more garnish around the bottom to make it artistically pleasing for everyone. You can put some more whipped cream down there if you want. And like I said, this is a great thing if you get to go to a barbecue, if we ever get out of COVID, or you're having a family get together and you don't want to sit and bake a cake, or if you're done with cake, because let's face it, it has been 15 months of us baking cakes and cookies and that, and this is a nice healthy treat to get. I ran out of blueberries, so I'll just pretend that they're blueberries, probably because I ate them for lunch. There we go. And there you go. There is a really cool watermelon cake that you can take to a picnic, a barbecue, family dinner, anything like that, or enjoy it yourself. And you can just take a knife and you can cut down through it just like a regular cake. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you will get a chance to enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and like I said, you can have a lot of fun decorating it as well. And it's a great activity for kids to do if you have any kids at home. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, and we will be back with more lives next week. Have a great one. Take care.